because one only has to look at the record of the Labour Party. They've got so many. I think it's up to 77 members now over the years that have been involved in sort of sexual shenanigans, and often with involving children.
I don't think this Labour government, could have handled this grooming gang atrocity any worse than they've handled it.
Absolutely agree. It's been a series of decisions, and every single decision has been, without fail, the wrong decision. And it's almost as though it's on purpose. You know, even if you were doing it randomly, you'd think they'd get something right, but never. They've not got one thing right on it.
It's the first time I'm ever going to say this about politicians or a political party, but they seem to be terrible liars. They can't seem to lie when everybody else would have lied, when everybody else would have just pretended or twisted the truth or said, yeah, we're going to hold an inquiry, knowing we're not. They can't even lie like a decent politician. That's how bad this Labour government is.
Oh, they're inept, aren't they? They are totally inept. But then look at what they're being led with. He's useless, isn't he? But I think it's very. How I'm trying to think of the word. There's something underlying. There's something fundamental within Labour. Because one only has to look at the record of the Labour Party. They've got so many. I think it's up to 77 members now over the years that have been involved in sort of sexual shenanigans, and often with involving children. And so they don't really want to open that particular can of worms. On top of that, of course, without fail, every single one of these major grooming gang incidents occurred in a Labour-run council area. You have even Labour councillors themselves involved, but all the officials, senior police, everything like this. And now, if a senior policeman is doing something, it's because there's political pressure on him to do it. It's all coming down, and it's all coming from Labour. Labour don't want to open up a full investigation, national investigation, because fingers will get pointed, and we all know where the fingers get pointed to, straight back at the Labour Party. And what is the worst of this, of course, is that the current Prime Minister, the leader of the Labour Party, used to be the DPP, and he, as DPP, refused to prosecute a lot of these grooming gangs. And unbelievably, one of the things he did is that he signed off on prosecuting a child victim of the grooming gangs and didn't prosecute the grooming gang. That is the measure of the Labour Party, and that is why they do not want a national inquiry, because they are all deeply, deeply involved.